Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Shayne. Thank you, everybody. Good morning. Woo! Give me one of those days. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Thank you. Have a seat. Let's get started. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up. She's back. She took a ceramics class on Friday. Shayne Wells, everybody. Hello, Shayne.
I wasn't sure if I was in the right spot or was at the right time.
No, we're on the air, I think. We're on. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Welcome back.
I'm sorry I didn't bring you back any ceramics.
No, I know. It's all right.
Just like Ghost. Just
how
like
was your weekend? I didn't see you on Friday, so.
It was busy.
Busy?
It was busy. We were all over, went to Mankato.
Did you get a haircut?
Oh, yeah.
Look at your, yes! I noticed.
I went in for a trim, and then I took a whole bunch of, I don't know what happened.
No, it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
I notice everything.
You do. You're better than my husband.
I notice. I always tell the story. If executive producer Jeff was out here, he would roll his eyes because he's heard all my stories. But this is about a different TV station, and that's all right. I started my TV career at WCCO, and I love Esme Murphy over there. And Esme and I worked there for 3 years. I started when I was 22. And Esme never knew my name. She always called me kiddo. Hi, kiddo. And I would always, Esme always dressed really, really well. And I would always notice when she had a new, I would be like, girl, that looks fabulous. So when I announced that I was leaving to come over here to Channel 9 in the year 2000, everybody, everyone was very sweet. Esme had the best line. She came up to me and she's eating my goodbye cake. And she goes, kiddo, you can't leave. Who's going to notice when I have a new scarf? And I was just like, yeah, I know. Very true. I still email her ever so often, but yeah, anyway. Hey, coming up a little bit later, I'm going to tell you why, producer Ted is a big part of our show. Not only is he a producer, but he's on the show doing reviews for Hallmark Christmas movies. Well, listen to this. Ted is in Paris, or in France right now. And if you guys have been watching the news, you know it ain't a good time in France right now. We're going to see some of the video from Ted a little bit later. But first, I wanted to share some really fun, exciting news about our show with all of you. And, we've been talking the last few weeks about Conan O'Brien and how Conan is really shifting his show to digital and really concentrating on delivering his show the way people watch TV now, which is online. I mean, youngins don't watch shows like this from 10 to 11. They watch it a little bit later online. So in that spirit, we're really excited to announce, we've listened to you, that you guys, if you don't have Hulu, you're like, how can I see the show a little bit later? Well, Fox has heard you, and starting right now, we are moving to YouTube for everybody. So, yeah. So, I know. So, we're really excited, y'all, because, yeah, this is our, that's the new look. That's the new look of the... Kimberly, back in creative service, did a really good job with all of our new graphics. But we're really excited about the page because this is, and we've heard you, this is proof that we listened to you. On Hulu, it would take us a day to get our full episodes up. Well, listen to this. Full episodes of The Jason Show will be up around 2 or 3 o'clock every afternoon the same day. So, yeah. So, what we want you to do right now, though, is subscribe. We need you to subscribe to our channel immediately. The youngins in the audience are going like this. Yeah, you gotta teach us old people how to do this. But yeah, so go to just search for The Jason Show on YouTube, and then you'll see the subscribe button. Y'all subscribe right now. And what's exciting, and we're gonna move on. What's exciting to all of us on the crew, we're gonna be creating like exclusive content just for YouTube. Kind of our feeling is the show doesn't end at 11, so we're gonna be doing stuff exclusively for YouTube. I mean, heck, we even may give a photographer Eric a show on YouTube. Who knows? But yeah. But anyway, Go subscribe. Go subscribe right now, and we're really excited because now everyone, you don't just have to have a Hulu membership, everyone can have access to the show. So thank you very much, everybody. Okay, now, speaking of the show, let's get started. It's time for the hot dish, everybody. Let's go. So there's a good chance that you're spending time with your family this holiday season, but one famous face ended up in the hospital after a day with her family. Look at this.
Our fun family day ended up with me in the emergency room. Got into a go-karting accident and my brother ran me over. I'm waiting to see if I broke my hand or fractured it or what.
Well, here's a, so that's the queen of Hallmark, Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah, it's our girl. Queen of Fuller House. Sharing an Instagram post from the hospital. She was taken to the hospital after her brother, Kirk Cameron, remember him on Teen Beat? Anyway, Kirk Cameron ran her over while go-karting. So Candace shared this picture, everybody, of her siblings just before the accident happened. Now, luckily, x-rays show that her hand was just really, 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 really bruised and not broken. But I gotta tell you, over the weekend, I was in Chicago over the weekend, and I was, I kind of stayed away from headlines and stuff, but I started working on the show yesterday, and I came across the headline, Candace Cameron Bure hurt by go-kart. And I was like, that's the craziest headline, but, at least she's fine, though.
Just waiting for the dash cam footage.
Of the go-kart.
You know they have that. Yeah.
But I know I'm not alone, especially with my audience today. In the 80s, I don't think a lot of us would have minded getting run over by Kirk Cameron in a go-kart. Let's just say,
Not if it meant a hospital visit.
Yeah. He was, let me educate the youngins watching. In the day, he was like, oh, thank you, back row. He was on every teen magazine. It was him and like Corey Haim. Those were like the teen people back then. But yeah, I don't know. Now, not so much. Next in the dish. Yeah. We have a winner in the first ever Dancing with the Stars Junior, and the winning team is one that we featured on the show many times, and we have kind of a connection to. Look at this.
The winners and first ever junior champions are from Team Allen, Sky and JT.
That's right. Yep, Team Allen. Look at the kids. Look at Allen crying too. Yeah. That's skateboarding phenom Sky Brown and her partner JT winning the competition. They were mentored by our buddy, Minnesota guy and dancing pro, Alan Burston. We love Alan. Sky and JT got 2 perfect scores last night. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, how
Remember
can you...
her when I showed you that? I mean, she's just like the epitome of joy when she dances. You can't help but just
And look at that.
They're
Kids
so
crying
cute.
with happy tears. You got to love that. Sweet. Well, but sadly, there were different types of tears as well because Alan, had his showmance with his partner from the season. Well, guys, the showmance is over this weekend.
No.
Yeah. I know, I'm shocked too. This weekend reports are Alan and his recent Dancing with the Stars partner, Alex Wren, they called it quits. Alexis, rather. The two started dating while competing on the show, and it seems that the love was only like a John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, summer loving kind of thing.
We will never, hashtag never forget.
Never forget those two. It lasted 8 weeks. I mean, it was about 8 weeks. Yeah. Well, you hear, it doesn't, look, it's intoxicating. I mean, you're on the set, you're dancing, you're with each other 12 hours a day. I can see where that would be, well, intoxicating.
I think it's fake.
What?
I just thought the relationship was fake.
Okay.
For the show, it worked. They got like more. They got so many more votes after they had their showmance.
But I will say this, because we know I think Alan's too nice of a guy to do that. I think it was real. I just, I don't know.
Yeah, go home. Take her table away.
Yeah. There's one woman that really does not agree with you, and I love it. Yeah. Remove her! Yeah. Next in the dish. It's the movie your kids will probably beg you to see. Oh, This is good. This is happy news. Bumblebee is don't turn the channel. There's a reason I'm doing this. Bumblebee is the sixth movie in the awful Transformers movie series. I hated it because Michael Bay ruined my childhood. I'm an 80s kid, and I played with Transformers. Now, this one is a prequel to all of them and set like in 1986. Here's a little bit.
What's going on? Hey! Come on! Stop it! Let go of me!
Weapons now! Take it down!
Run!
No, don't run! Do not run! She ran.
Yeah. Now, the movie opens next week. Here's the dealio. It's the first Transformers movie not directed by Michael Bay. And the first reviews are out, and shockingly, they are crazy good. USA Today writes, Bumblebee is the great Transformers movie we've been wanting forever. The Guardian says Transformers spinoff that dumps Bayhem for old school spirit. Right now, the movie has a rare 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, that'll change, obviously, but yeah.
You had good insight about the look of the Transformers.
Yeah, this was the problem with all of Michael Bay's, and I don't want to get too geeky about this, but the other movies, all the robots look like a bunch of metal, and there was no characterization. This looked like the toy that I played with in 1986. I love it. Lots more to come, everybody. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Coming up, there are gingerbread houses that we make, and then there are gingerbread houses the pros make. Wait till you see the over-the-top creations Shayne found with a Twin Cities twist. Then our holiday season of tips and tricks continues. Our wine diva Leslee Miller is giving you the perfect list of wines for your holiday parties that are a perfect companion to all those dips and snacks. And man caves are so 2005. She sheds are everything. We're going to show you how to transform your personal hideaway for cheap when we come back.
Times change, and these days, women are the primary breadwinners in 50% of American homes. And that means housework is a man's job. So give them the tools to get the job done right with GE's new Big Boy home appliances. Dirty floors don't stand a chance against the Big Boy Ride-On Vacuum Cleaner. That's 240 horsepower of pure chore torque. With a detachable spot remover that absolutely annihilates stains. All GE Big Boy appliances have an Energy Star rating of F- because they run on gas.
That is spectacular. That is... I didn't see... That's one of the funniest things SNL has done in months. I love it. That's Jason Momoa hosting SNL this weekend. Well, let's move on. We have more hot dish for you. And on Mondays, we get a special serving all the way from Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, please get up for Brad from TMZ. Hi, Brad.
Hey, good morning, Jason. Hey, everybody.
First up, filming of Top Gun 2 moves to California, and you got some good video. First video of Tom Cruise. What's he doing?
So we've actually learned kind of what scenes they're going to be doing in Lake Tahoe. We got a hold of a casting list and a set list. And it's kind of, a lot of these details have been under wraps, but we've learned that there's going to be some sort of chase scene through the forest. They have I believe they're going to be stationed up in Lake Tahoe, so not a whole lot known about this script yet, but we have seen Tom on set as well. But a lot of this production is going to be done here in California, and it seems like there's going to be a lot more than just what takes place up in the air.
Next up, Cardi B was profiled by CBS Sunday Morning yesterday. Really good profile. And you have a story on her estranged husband trying to win her back. What's going on?
So Offset, he's one of the rappers in Migos, and he is trying. However, we're told he's been discouraged because Cardi B, she lives on social media. She's always on her Instagram, she's always on her Twitter, and she pays a lot of attention to comments. And what Offset has noticed, there are a lot of Offset haters right now because remember, there was that text conversation where he was allegedly trying to cheat on Cardi. So he sees a lot of the haters continue to bring that up. Cardi replies, she likes some comments by the haters, and he thinks that in the end it'll be the internet who wins and his wife's gonna walk away.
You know what's crazy, Brett? I was thinking about this, and you know, you're right in the middle of the epicenter of celebrity news. When I was watching the CBS Sunday Morning Profile of Cardi, I thought, my goodness, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, nobody knew who she was. I mean, I have rarely seen a star rocket into the zeitgeist like Cardi B has.
Jason, it really is unbelievable, and to your point, I really don't think there is anyone who has done it that quickly and that massively. I mean, she went from someone who made a few appearances on Love and Hip Hop and was kind of a regular cast member there to being a household name. Everyone knows her music, everyone cares about her, and she seems to have kept some of that, she's real, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Finally, speaking of people being real, she's a model, a talk show host, an actress. Now it seems Tyra Banks wants to be, well, the clip should speak for itself. Look at this.
34A, but that's okay, because the rest of my body is just too shay. I'm 5'9", I look so fine, yes, all my fellas are so divine. When
Brad, what is that?
Hey. She can do it all. This was at an event in Houston over the weekend, and we're told there wasn't any pre-writing, it wasn't pre-planned. She was given the mic, she did a little freestyle, and she kind of killed it.
Look at Tyra. She literally can do it. Was she hosting, Brad? Was she hosting the gala?
Yeah, she was hosting the gala over the weekend, and they played a beat for her. She dropped some raps, and it's funny because we got her like a week and a half ago out in New York City, and she rapped for us then too. So I don't know if Tyra's turning a new page in her career. She's kind of done everything else, so why not try rap?
Why not? Brad, thank you so much. Brad from TMZ. Don't forget, check local listings. Check your local listings for TMZ on TV, and of course you can follow them on social media. Just search for TMZ. Speaking of social media, don't forget, we have a great week of shows. Tomorrow, by the way, our good friend Sheila E. will be live in our studio. That's right. So if you would like tickets, we've made it really easy. Just go to our Facebook page right under the cover photo. You'll see the ticket tab. Click tickets. You're in by 9:30 and you're out by 11:15. And good news, proof again that we've listened to. We've made it way easier to sign up for tickets. There's not 8,000 questions anymore. We don't need to know all the injuries you've had. We've streamlined the process. So come see us this week. Still to come, everybody, a new list names the worst Christmas songs of all time. And you actually might be surprised by what made the cut. But first, edible art. Wait until you see the gingerbread houses that we found paying tribute to some Twin Cities landmarks. We're going to be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Full of sunshine today. Full of sunshine today. Well, making a gingerbread house is a tradition for many families this time of year, but odds are they are nothing, no offense to yours, they're nothing like the gingerbread creations at the Norway house in Minneapolis. The Gingerbread Wonderland features over-the-top edible art showcasing buildings right here in the Twin Cities. So, of course, she had a very tough assignment. We sent Shayne to give us a look at this delicious display.
It's Gingerbread Wonderland. It's the 4th year, and every year, it just keeps getting better and better.
It's amazing. The quality of the entries here have gone up and up and up every year. Plus, we started the first year with only 70. This year we started with over 115. We're over 120 right now.
Let's go through. You can just kind of give us the tour. So how does this start?
Well, if you come right in here, first we're going to be in St. Paul. And we have a few iconic buildings. You have the St. Paul Hotel.
Yes.
And then our great little friend on top of the UBS building up here.
The raccoon.
The raccoon is right there.
It's the most famous raccoon in America.
There she is looking at us.
How beautiful is this house right here?
The house is fantastic. It has so many little details and
this is a real house.
It's a real house that you can find in St. Paul. What? You can have
it's a gingerbread house. It's not real, Shayne.
This is inspired by a real house. Is that better, Eric?
That's for sale for only $2.8 million.
Oh!
So,
how much is this one?
Well, that one is priceless. Absolutely.
True. But I had a better shot of getting this one than the actual one. And then we come
over
to
here we have Minneapolis. So we can go all around Minneapolis. We have the Basilica.
You kind of forget sometimes when you're looking that this is like candy.
I know.
It looks
edible.
like real materials here.
You can eat all of that.
Everything.
Everything. They're really good.
Do people eat the pieces? Does that happen?
It has happened.
I figured.
I have to say that every once in a while there's a piece of candy that is like on the ground or off to the side, and you can tell there have been little hands in there, or big hands. We also have the trolley going down here. We've been lucky enough to partner with the Train Museum in St. Paul, and Oscar comes here from the Train Museum and makes sure that everything is running right. We have our trolley here and our train going around Oslo, Norway over there.
We're going international this year. What are some of the sights you can see along here?
We have explorers in the Antarctic with whales and penguins.
Cute.
We have Africa with lions and zebras.
I know that one. That looks like a Rice Krispie treat. Those are my favorites.
And there we are at the Great Wall.
And then this caught my eye when we first walked in the door.
Yes.
What is this beautiful building up here that no one can touch?
This is the Palace of the King that is in Oslo.
It's beautiful in real life and in candy.
And right here, of course, we have
I recognize
Norway
this
House.
one.
This is where we are right now. There's the exhibit right in there.
Right
here,
there?
We're right in here.
Okay.
There we are.
Right in that window.
Yep, look, there we are.
Actually. Okay.
Do look around at all the fabulous little kids' houses here with all the candy spread out all over.
So kids, like actual
do these.
children did these.
Actual children did these. And
These are good.
You get to vote for your favorite, and there's a children's category and an adult category.
There's one I want to look at over here. Eric, I think you got to check this one out. You can look outside the window there. Do you
Way
see the building
outside
across the street? And it has a spot in Gingerbread Wonderland, thanks to somebody. Where did you get your inspiration?
Well, you know, it's my view out of my office window every day, all day, so.
Have they been over to see this?
No, they haven't, and I'm a little worried about going over there by myself, but.
Well, I think it's a beautiful ode to the taxi garage across the street, and who knew?
Thank you, and I hope that they enjoy Santa coming to visit them.
I'm sure they will. Shayne joins me now. That's really cool.
Okay, and what?
I wasn't quite sure. I was like, what is this going to be? That is awesome.
It's great. And what you can't see at home or smell, I mean, it's intoxicating when you walk in. It's the best smells.
And again, every building is made by a different.
Every single thing. So like the brick you saw there, I mean, they like hand etched it in gingerbread and then filled it in. Incredible work and detail.
Well, and I have a new appreciation for gingerbread art because when they do it on the Great British Bake Off, which you know I'm obsessed with.
Of course,
it's
it goes
really
back
hard.
to the Great British
Everything
Bake Off.
goes back to the Great British.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do, so I respect. I mean, that's
and
art.
there's kid designs that are even more impressive than anything you and I could do. So it's fun, and it runs through I think December or January 6th.
January 6th.
You want to go check it out?
Yeah, the holiday party season. Good job, photographer Eric. That's a great piece. The holiday party season is in full swing, and you can't have a party without some snacks or drinks, because if you do, people will talk about you. After the break, wine diva Leslee Miller is here with her picks on the best festive wines to go with your popular holiday snacks. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Yeah, you gotta feed the people. Welcome back, everybody. They're back. The holiday season is full of delicious things, from the sweet and salty to just plain sweet. And if you're making snacks for a party, you're going to need something to wash them all down with, of course. Here to help us pair the best wines with a variety of holiday-inspired snacks is our wine diva, Leslee Miller from Amuse Wine. And joining her once again, Chef Corey Meyer from Create Catering. Now, before we go anywhere, the last time you two were here, you caused problems because I loved your stuffing so much, Chef, that people were banging. They're coming to Fox. Here's the video of it. People were coming to Fox 9 because we didn't have the recipe up in time. So we promise you everything we're getting ready to talk about today, we will have on our Facebook page and on our new YouTube channel as well. Yeah. Okay. Where are we starting?
Okay, we're going to start over here with these delicious gougères. So I'm going to have Corey describe the gougère while I make you a sprucey cocktail.
Go to there. Okay, Corey,
so
what do we have?
Starting off a little bit more on the swanky side here. Gougère, fancy word for a cheese puff. So it is a cheese pastry filled with a spinach and artichoke dip. This, you could make the pastries, and then you could fill them with anything. Pimento cheese, cheese balls, you name it. We make little tiny...
Can you keep it down, Leslie?
We make little tiny cheeseburgers that are gougères. You can literally get away with anything. It's a perfect vehicle for the holidays.
Let's acknowledge your cocktail shaker.
Well, you know, like I said, I had to kind of spruce it up this morning. And so here's what I did. I have a gin, a spruce tip gin infused little liquor here this morning.
Have you been drinking it so far early?
Yeah. Yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to top it off with this salty, delicious little cava from Spain.
Really?
Yeah. It's going to be, so this is kind of like your new G&T. I mean, come on. This is going to be, it's like your winter G&T. That combined with the great little creamy flavors of that gougere, you'll be in business.
This is so good.
Business.
Okay.
Yeah. Try that out.
Goodness, thank you so much.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Corey was spruced.
What? Did you drink some of the...
I went for it.
Yeah. Yep. This is good. I love this. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, this is really good.
It's good.
Okay, now, I'm really excited for this next item.
Yeah, this next item.
Okay. Corey, what are we
All right,
doing?
here we go. I was telling Leslie before, I feel like, especially going into the holiday season, every group of friends needs to have a friend that is strong in the snack game.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going for. We have a sea salt kettle potato chip, and we did potato chip caramel brittle.
Wait. So, let me see if I understand what you just said. It is a potato chip, and you coated it with caramel brittle?
You got it. So we'll take these and we'll mix them in with like your favorite nut mix or chips and snack mix.
Right, it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's totally happening. It's totally happening. Okay, I paired something.
I don't care. You could give me battery acid with those. And those.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what are we pairing?
Okay, try this.
What is
So this is from Bougie Cerdon, which I know, Bougie. I had to bring it.
It's going to take me a very long time for the liquid to get down here. What is this?
So it is two grapes, actually, Gamay and Pulsard. So it's from Bougie Cerdon in France. So it's bubbly and it's kind of off dry. So it's got this frothy, yummy, delicious raspberry side to it.
Okay.
That combined with the caramel together, so the bubble kind of lifts a little bit of the heaviness of the chip.
Yeah.
But then the raspberry just makes, you know, best friends with the sort of like caramely side of the chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, what do we have?
And then our last item, I feel like we wanted to do something that goes with everyone's cheese plates this holiday season.
Yeah.
So we did a caramelized onion and fig house-made Newtons.
These are homemade
fig
Newtons, everybody. Homemade fig, okay? Oh, it is going to be a Merry Christmas. It's going to be a Merry, okay. And what are we pairing it with?
So with figs, especially because you have this kind of heavy richness to the fig Newton, so you could obviously add a cheese to this. Corey and I were just talking about adding blue cheese to these fig Newtons, which would be amazing. That combined with Zinfandel, Port, or Madeira, you really, I mean, kind of collecting all these flavors together to make something that's really luxurious in your
Yeah, that's great, Leslie. That's really great. Yeah.
Doing those chips.
I didn't hear a word you said right there. I'm just telling you. Give it up for Leslie and Chef Corey, everybody. Once again.
Here, drink that.
Yeah, drink that.
Drink that.
Once again, this segment and the recipes, you will want this. Will be on our Facebook page a little bit later today. We promise. or look for the segment on our brand new YouTube page. For more information on Leslee, go to amusewine.com. For more on Corey, check out createcaters.com. Coming up, it's hard to avoid Christmas music right now, but what are the worst holiday tunes of all time? A new list has some answers and struck a debate. And later, from junk finds to fabulous decor, the creator of Junk Market shows us how to transform old things into something new for your home and beyond. We'll be right back. Corey. Welcome back, everybody. Odds are you've heard Mariah Carey's iconic Christmas song a few hundred bazillion times already. This year marks 24 years since its release. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Still thinking about those potato chips, I will just say that. The song is considered, aren't they good, audience? All right, yeah. We passed them out. Well, the song is considered a classic, but get this, a new list calls it one of the worst Christmas songs of all time.
I'm sorry, what?
I know, this woman's gonna be getting some emails. A writer for an online news site in Virginia came up with the list that's sure to start a conversation or argument. She calls the Mariah Carey song the most overplayed Christmas song ever. Well,
that's possibly true.
It's possible, but it's only the season is only 2 months, so who cares, you know? Somebody's not happy. Anyway, let's look at a few others that made the list, including this song from 1984.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to stay until
That's Last Christmas by Wham, which the writer says is full of cheesy lyrics that could set anyone off. It's supposed to be cheesy. It's the holidays. And it's Wham.
I don't even consider that one a Christmas song.
You don't?
No.
This?
No.
You don't consider that a Christmas?
I think you can play that
What is it, an
year-round.
Arbor Day song? What do you consider it?
Sure. I don't know. It's not on my playlist. We'll put it that way.
Next up, it's what? It says
does,
Christmas
but
according to the woman in the row.
Beyond that,
Yeah.
beyond that.
Next up, what's your name? Mary. Mary says it. Mary knows everything. That's right. It's my girl. Mary's always right.
Is she the
Next
one that was
up.
mad at me earlier?
Yeah, Mary doesn't like you. She
That's
didn't
right.
agree with you earlier, yeah. Next up, a more recent holiday tune. This one came out in 2011. It's Justin Bieber's Mistletoe. The writer says the only good thing about this song is that after hearing it once, you hopefully don't have to hear it again. Yeah, and this will be the only time we agree with this woman on this list. Yeah, this is Mary. What do you think? Well, I'll let you listen to it after the show, Mary. Okay.
Why are you going to torture her?
Yeah, exactly. Finally, a song on the list hopefully many of us can agree on. Listen to this.
Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please. It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size.
Okay, that's the Christmas Shoes by New Song. It's about a boy wanting to buy a pair of shoes for his sick mom. This is from the movie, actually, The writer calls the lyrics depressing and melodramatic. Well, yeah, I mean, it is.
Yeah, you can't go like, jingle bells,
No, you
to
can't.
that
No,
song.
no. Others on the list include Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer,
Yeah.
Santa Baby, and Feliz Navidad. I can't believe.
It's fun.
You know what? I'm surprised. Mary, I'm talking. Can you imagine? Mary, come down here. Just come down here. Watch your steps.
Did it perfectly.
Mary, you don't have a microphone, Mary. Anyway.
And I love Shayne.
I know. We love Shayne
thank
too.
you. We
Now,
made up.
You're just saying that because you're standing by her now.
True. A little awkward.
Well, she's known for transforming junk into home decorations. Now Sue Whitney is back with a new book all about sheet. Do you have a she shed, Mary?
Oh, I wish.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
She's sharing her ideas for decorating these female retreats when we come back. Back after this. Welcome back to the Jason and Mary Show. Move over, man caves. Make way for the She Shed. These backyard retreats are a hot trend right now. And a new book can give you inspiration on creating your own. It's called Junk Beautiful She Sheds. And the author, and listen to this. The author is the woman behind the mega popular junk market, which transforms vintage finds into cool home decor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, our good friend, Sue Whitney, everybody. Hi, Sue.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming back. Okay. Not joking, I had not heard of this before. I'd heard of man caves. What, by definition, exactly is a she shed?
It's a backyard full of fun for babes. And you can invite you can invite all your girlfriends over. I did everything from art sheds to florist sheds, but mostly it was about drinking wine. I think across the country. Mary, we'll work with your husband to get you one.
Yeah, Mary! Mary, you don't have a microphone. Yes. No, you have a book out, and there's 15 she sheds. We're going to take a look at some of them right around here in the Twin Cities, right?
4 in Minnesota, 4 in Philadelphia, 3 in California, and 4 in Texas.
What are we looking at here?
That is my she shed, which was a cattle trailer. It was rusty red. Those are the Farkle sisters. You notice what's in their hand?
Wine.
Wine.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the outhouse on one of them, but I want to say something about that.
Yeah.
The box in the middle was a scar box, and it says, cut, plug, and big load, and I used it for tampons and toilet paper. You have to have a sense of humor when you're doing this.
Absolutely, Sue. Yeah. Now,
and there's the barbed wire wreaths that we're going to do later.
This is crazy.
No, it is crazy. The one you're looking at right now is a shed that was
Look at that!
prefab. That's all architectural salvage in California.
Where do you, seriously, where do you find this stuff? I mean, do you just spend a lot of time at vintage stores, at antique stores? Where do you find it?
You know, I go all over. In Texas, I go in alleyways. Minnesota, it's farm places. The she shedders I actually found on online shed dating. So
seriously? Yeah. Online shed dating?
She shed dating. I didn't know people, so I had to find them. So they interviewed.
There is a dating site for everybody. Yeah. And really quick, before we do the demo, right. The junk business, the junk events, are you shocked by how popular they have become?
Well, I've been in it for 20 years, so no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
20 years ago, it was a bad 4-letter word, and right now, it's awesome.
It is. It's my friend Alexis. That's all that she is. Can you explain before we move on to our demo who this is?
Her name is Lucky Louise. I found her in Alley. She had a shell bikini, and I transformed her, and then she rode in the car with me everywhere that I went. I'm an authentic author, so I drove the whole way with all my tools. And I would take her into the bars at night at the hotel and watch and see how many guys would offer to buy her a drink. And unfortunately, it was more times than they offered to buy me a drink. So, I don't know what that says, but but I did get a lot of laughs.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, what are we looking at here?
Well, this is She Shed for the holidays, which is kind of what I want to do next. So you can transform your shed and invite your friends over and have holiday parties. I did these really cool placemats. I'll be doing these at Woodcraft next Saturday. They're made out of reclaimed wood. And then I just set that, and then these people went crazy over these berry baskets that I did with just little wood bows, and they're meant to be a takeaway. They have a little individual wine, they have fruit, they have nuts. When I did this, and they're really easy and simple, and berry baskets are something that are a dime a dozen. You can find them anywhere.
This is just a beautiful setup, and I walked up, and it's just gorgeous. Okay, over
but
here.
you do have to see my guys.
What's that?
No, pick up the guy.
Oh, the guys. Oh, the guys hanging on the wine. Yeah.
My daughter. My daughter has the same sense of humor and gave those to me for Mother's Day.
Atta girl.
Okay, so this is just about, I think about wrapping and getting decorated for Christmas, and you want to keep it out, just in plain sight.
Yeah.
So why not make it beautiful and at hand? So I just did this. This is a kraut cutter in the center, And then I wrapped it in a frame, and I used, again, the berry baskets to put my moss and my ribbons and my nuts and, you know, everything that I would use, and then the little centerpiece, because a lot of the people that I would wrap gifts for and how I decorate are artisans. So I did it with paintbrushes and pencils, and it's really fun.
Crazy. I'm not kidding. I just realized that this was, when you said it, that this was a frame. This looks like something that you would pay $8,000 for at Pottery Barn. You know what I mean?
I would sell it to you for $8,000.
I'll buy it for $8,000. Yeah. So what are we doing?
So
listen,
this is
Sue trying to make a sale during the TV segment. Yeah.
So this is a barbed wire wreath that I did for the she sheds. It was on a Model T garage, and it was up because it's barbed wire. So I wanted to redo it for the holidays. You wouldn't want to hang it on your door unless, you know, somebody was coming that you didn't want to come. I don't know. It was just, but I just took an old easel and painted it with milk paint because that's good. It will last outdoors. And just wedged it in there, and then you could set it aside your door, or you could set it out on a back patio and look out over it. But again, it's about recycling and reusing things over and over and over again.
Sue Whitney, everybody. Once again, let's go over here. Once again, Sue's book is called Junk Beautiful She Sheds. It would make a great gift, and it's available right now. And by the way, you can meet Sue this Saturday at 10 a.m. She'll be signing copies of the book and doing a demo at, as she said, Woodcraft of Minneapolis, and that's on Lyndale Avenue in Bloomington. And as always, we'll be putting this whole segment on our Facebook page and on our brand new YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. After the break, an update on Jason's show producer Ted, who is in France right now and witnessed some of the crazy riots that's been happening. We'll talk about that when we come back. Back after this. Thank you, sweetheart. That was fantastic. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Good show today. I mean, we have a great audience. Mary's here. Hey, Mary, come up and sit with us on the couch to wrap up the show. Come on up. Let's hear it for Mary, everybody. Come on. Watch the wires, Mary. Watch the wires. There we go.
Oh, she gets a mic.
She gets a mic and everything. Watch the steps. Come on up there, Mary. Sit right by Shayne. Okay, there we go. Mary, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. Put the mic a little bit closer.
Okay.
Right there. Okay, that's good.
I'll be back next week.
Okay, come back next week. Now, we got to talk to our producer, Ted, who you know from his many reviews of Hallmark Christmas movies. Well, listen to this. Ted is off this week, and he's in France, where you've probably seen the violent protests over fuel price hikes. Well, Ted was in Paris this weekend. Come back to the TV, everybody. Look at some of the video that Ted shot. Saw some of the protests firsthand. Many of the tourist locations were shut down, and Ted was forced to stay in his hotel to be safe. He was even ushered into a back room of the hotel when the riots got more intense. Look at this.
People, and then things got real, and people started walking by right out here, and then there was some smoke, and then they were like, "All right, get to the back room." And so they put me in the back room for quite a while.
Ted said he witnessed some of the damage firsthand. He says things quieted down eventually. Ted is now out of Paris and exploring other parts of France.
Good call.
So good, yeah. Get out quickly. Yeah. Mary, have you ever been to France?
I have not.
Okay, where's your favorite place you've ever been, Mary?
Well, let's think. Probably Florida.
Florida?
Disney World. We went Disney World twice.
Oh, see,
there you
Mary,
go.
that's why we're friends. That's right, yeah. I love it. Did you like our potato chips?
They're very good.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. That's your camera right there, Mary. Your camera's right there, Mary. That's your camera right there. Yeah. That's Mary's camera.
Nice
Now the audience is. Did you hear the audience?
Yeah.
They said that's Mary's camera. Yeah. I mean, FYI. Look.
Director, audience.
I was gonna say, yeah. The mic still says Jason, though, everybody. That's FYI. Well, Mary, is this a coup? Is this a coup, Mary? Yeah. Tomorrow on the show, everybody, we're very excited. Our good friend Sheila E. will join us in studio ahead of her gig here in Minneapolis. We're going to talk to her about music and much more. That is tomorrow on The Jason Show. Now, Shayne, where am I heading off to today, Shayne?
You're going to go ice skate with Saria Bona-Lee.
That's right. You'll see that soon. Right now, though, that's going to do it for us. On behalf of Shayne, Mary, and myself, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks to this audience. Thanks for you to watch. And don't forget, subscribe to our brand new YouTube channel, everybody.